Good afternoon, everybody. It's your boy Doc Holiday. We are back with another midday live for HBCU tonight. This is about been powered by HBCU Overdrive. Make sure you like the stream. First of all, make sure you like the stream. Make sure you comment on it. Make sure you share it with somebody that really don't know about the show and they want to know more about HBCU sports. And then, last but not least, subscribe to the channel. More subscribers means more subscribers mean more viewers, more people who love the show means more people who come to subscribe and also become an exclusive family member of the Overdrive family. All for the low price of $4.99. All right, so I'll just let you know about that. But we got a good show packed out for you today. Hopefully in a 2-hour span because I do have to go to work today at 4. But other than that, man, y'all are here with me, and I got your attention. So we are simulcast always on YouTube and on Twitter. So for all my Twitter fans out there, what it do? All my YouTube folks out here, what up, though? In my Detroit voice, even though I ain't from Detroit. And other than that, got my energy drink. Y'all know how we do it. Be right back with this first commercial break. It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also you can get birthday shout outs on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket. Yo, it's your boy Doc Holiday with HBCU Overdrive, and I am proud to sponsor Merch Sports. Check out his new line of collection, the Black College Football Fan Club collection. It's basically designed to show support and give respect to the rich history and tradition of black college football. And as you already know, the best college players had to play at HBCUs before integration. So go ahead and check it out over at shopmerchsports.com. Merch Sports. Merch for the sports enthusiasts. All right, we are back. So first thing first, y'all, I do want to come in and let y'all know, like I said, we do have the initiative going on right now. It is the Drive to 205. So basically what I'm doing, we are collecting donations. And it's, like I said, it goes for transportation, lodging, fuel, and for food along the way and back. We did raise up a little over $100 on the last live, which was last Friday, and we're still continuing that. So like I said, you can always go to the PayPal, go to Cash App, go to Zelle, everything that you see, all the where you can go is down in the ticker below. And if you don't see it in the ticker, my lovely assistant, Mr. Quay, will have it, and Mr. J will have it in the comments. What's going on? What's going on, Los? So that is what we're doing. Like I said, you can always give while we're not doing the show and while we're doing an actual live actual live stream. But other than that, that's to let you know what's going on. So the reason why it's a Drive 205 because it's SWAC Media Day coming up in July, and that is in Birmingham as always. So we're trying to get down to be Ham and get all the exclusive interviews, all the exclusive content from yours truly. So that is what's going on with the Drive to 205. Um, I will be trying to get a commercial for that too. That way it will be easier for me to tell it. But I appreciate you, Miss Tyra. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Miss Tyra. I will put this to the side when it becomes available. So that way it won't get lost up in anything else as far as paying for the channel and stuff like that. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. This is coming from an Aggie. An Aggie from North Carolina A&T. I appreciate you. She's been blowing down. She's been down with us from day one, and she's been an advocate of this show from day one. So I appreciate you. Love you. Um, she started off with 20. She started off with 20. See how many can match that. Let's see what you can match. But anyway, anyway. Whoo. Before we get into it, y'all see the title of the show. We portal hopping. You know, we got stadium ruckus, and we got some other stuff that's going on. But let's get into this first one right here. And this just came across my feed not too long ago. So I'm gonna see what's up. Let's see what's up. Let me make sure this is correct and true because I don't want to give out false information. Okay, so let me go back, make sure that is what's going on is correct because I don't want to give it. Like I said, I do not like giving out false information. Ooh, I don't want that. All right, it is. This is correct now. We got it is correct. So hasn't came up on any other publication. But got this earlier this morning. Former Mississippi Valley head football coach Archie Cooley passes away. He passes away at 84 years old. We are talking about the man who was the architect of the Satellite Express. We talking about a man who, what up, Key? I'm gonna need you to come on up here in a minute. We talk about a man who pretty much raised the actual bar when it came to college football at that time, y'all. We talking about this man right here. He pretty much transcended the game with his play calling. He also transcended the game where he had obviously one of the best quarterbacks in college football at that time and in HBCU football. And then he had probably the best football player of all time at his disposal. And we talking about Jerry Rice and Willie Totten, you know what I'm saying? Satellite Express, Satellite, Willie Totten, and Jerry Rice, aka the world, because anything that was thrown in his path, um, he was going to get it. So, and also, just put it out there that he was a Jackson State graduate. Just let everybody know. Archie Cooley, the gunslinger, was a graduate of Jackson State University. Um, and this is coming from the Delta Sports off of um, in Greenville, Mississippi. So they said the architect behind Mississippi Valley's world and satellite has passed away. He was so ahead of the game. The spread offenses we see today originated with him. Our hearts go out to his family and loved ones. A true trailblazer, Archie Gunslinger Cooley. So, like I said, JSU grad was at the time when he was the head coach at Mississippi Valley. Those from probably 81 to like 84, 85 was Mississippi Valley's best seasons. Just think about that. The time he was at Valley during that span, and the time that you had Willie Totten and Jerry Rice within that span, those were the heydays of Valley. Then you're talking about where him and Marino Castle, the Godfather, they basically put in and said, "Hey, have Alcorn versus Valley. Let's have this at the vet on a Sunday afternoon." That is the most attended game, other than I think Jackson State and I forgot who we played, but I think that was in 1996. But the most attended game in that stadium's history. We talking about Ole Miss couldn't do it. We talking about Mississippi State couldn't do it, and we talking about Southern Miss couldn't do it. They couldn't sell out that stadium. Lilo Alcorn and Lilo Valley sold out a stadium for one day. One day. And instead of having it on a Saturday, because Saturday is college football. Saturday is college football day. Sunday we reserve that for the NFL. We all know that. But to have that game for the one day on a Sunday, where you had almost close to 64,000 fans in the stadium from one corner of the vet to the other end, don't get no sweeter than that. And then also his offense translated to where another legendary coach from the NFL, Bill Walsh, came and picked his brain about route concepts, about blocking techniques, about what the quarterback does. Yeah, you're right, Jay. Alcorn 96. What the quarterback does, what type of options that a wide receiver had. Bill Walsh came down to Valley not only for that, but he also went and scouted, like I said, arguably the best football player of all time. And that's Jerry Rice. Took that back to him to the Bay Area and engraved it in his own offense for the West Coast offense. And it's crazy because those were two legends. Those were two legends that had this uncanny knack for offense. And surely they will be missed. At the time, Valley did not win a conference championship at that time, but we talking about seasons where he actually was that he actually won. So he got to Mississippi Valley in 1980. He was 5-5 his first year. His second year in 81, he went 4-6-1. 82, he went 5-5. 83, he went 7-2-1. 84, which was arguably the best season that Valley had. He went 9-2, placed second in the SWAC, and went into the at the time was the Division One AA playoffs. 85 went 8-3, and 86 he went 4-4-1, and he was let go. So then he went down to Pine Bluff, and at the time, Pine Bluff, when he went to Pine Bluff, Pine Bluff was not in the SWAC, and they were still an NAIA school. All right, so let's just not forget about that. So he went 7-4 in 87, 4-6-1, 88, 7-2-1 in 89, and 9-1 in 1990. And then he was at Norfolk State 93. So he took a break and went to Norfolk State in 93, was 3-7-1. And the last remnants of him coaching the football team from 2000 to 2006. At the time, this is when Paul Quinn College here in Dallas, Texas, had brought football back. And it was a hard trying time, but at the time, he was overall at Paul Quinn, he was 11-31, and after his last season, after 2006, in 2007, the school disbanded football because of financial constraints. But at the time, we talking about a man who was 83, 78, and 5 through his whole career of coaching. We talk about a guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 winning seasons out of his whole time that he coached football in his tenure. So we talking about a legend when it comes to HBCU football, and like I said, condolences go to his family and friends and loved ones, and also to Mississippi Valley State University. Without that man, we would not have got the guy, the Hall of Famer that we know today as Jerry Rice. So condolences to you. Also, I want to send my condolences to Tennessee State and Shayon Paige. Shayon Paige was an offensive lineman for Tennessee State University. He was killed over the weekend in a hit and run accident where he basically shoved his girlfriend out of the way of a speeding car, and he sacrificed himself for his girlfriend. There's a trying time. We talking about a kid that was only 21 years old, on schedule to graduate from Tennessee State University. Was going to be a key contributor to this Tennessee State football team. It just sucks when you put stuff out there like this, and it just sucks that when you're at this age, a parent loses their child at an early age, and it's like, as a parent, y'all know, if your parents over here, y'all know, as a parent, we're not supposed to bury our kids. Our kids are supposed to bury us. So it just feels sad that it just feels bad that whoever hit him, if they found them, needs to be brought to justice and thrown the book full extent to him. Whatever he get, that's what he get, or she, or they. I'm just saying it. I'm not an advocate of death penalties and stuff like that. Even though I do stay in Texas and we do the death penalty, but at the same time, your recklessness and your lack of humility and compassion ended this young man's life. And so I just want to say, uh, rest in peace to Mr. Shayon Paige. Um, until we meet again. All right. Um, so that's one part of the show right there. Um, let's take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back with why in the hell are the fake Colorado fans ganging up on Cormani McClain? Be right back. Yo, it's your boy Doc Holiday with HBCU Overdrive, and I am proud to sponsor Merch Sports. Check out his new line of collection, the Black College Football Fan Club collection. It's basically designed to show support and give respect to the rich history and tradition of black college football. And as you already know, the best college players had to play at HBCUs before integration. So go ahead and check it out over at shopmerchsports.com. Merch Sports. Merch for the sports enthusiasts. We are back as always. Round of applause. So now, man, look, let me get to this, y'all, because this kind of irritated me. What I saw from the other day. Why are Colorado fans hating on Cormani McClain? And what the vitriol towards a student athlete leaving Boulder? You know, we talked about this. I know we said something about this this past football season, where Cormani was I think he was the number one player. He was 5-star corner coming out of Florida, out of Miami to be exact. And he had his his times where he wasn't going to meetings. He was late to meetings, wasn't going studying film and stuff like that. Prime, call him out. I mean, call him out. Cool. I will basically go to bat for a coach who feels like a student athlete is not taking advantage of the situation at hand. You get what I'm saying? I understand where a coach would get on a kid because in the coach's eye, he sees that kid have a lot of potential. Now, what I don't condone is broadcasting it all over the internet where said coach admonishes the kid. I'm the type of person, keep it in house. Keep it in the house. I'm not, with the funny games and stuff like that. Keep it in house. All right. But at the same time, where even though he's an adult, technically, if you think about it, he's over 18 years old. He's an adult. But where was the actual support for this kid? Where was the actual support for him? Where were some of the coaches or some of the players that could have came to his defense, to his side, and said, "Hey, bro, hey, come to my room, or let's go over here. Let's look at the film. Let's look at how these. Let's do something together." Or a coach saying, "Hey, um, let's come up with a way to where you don't be late for meetings, and let's come up with a way where we can get you in the film room and you can study and you could be out there on the field, right?" Um, and I'm all for that right there. Now, I'm not all for trying to put a kid and just dump them to the wayside. I can't do that. Now, if he get bad attitude, this, that, and the third, uh, well, you know what I mean, Mr. Campbell, yeah. But at the same time, he's still on the dope. He's kind of still on his own. Um, but at the same time, um, if you seen it, it was in the Twitter space. Somebody in the Twitter space, and they was just talking straight cash it, homie. Um, um, and so and so, here's the thing: you got grown ass men like me. I'm not putting myself in that light, in that part situation right there. But you got grown ass men that's coming after an 18-year-old kid, a 19-year-old kid, like they owe you something. Like, you reliving your past football glory through this kid. I don't like, and I say this all the time, I don't like parents who uses their kids' athletic ability to as a meal ticket. If you couldn't get it done back then, don't sit here and use your kid as a means of income, as a meal ticket. Cause I'll call you out. I'll call you out in a heartbeat. But Cormani jumps on the space, y'all. And he basically just telling them, y'all do not know what's going on behind closed door at this institution, in this football program. And then for you to go in and drag him and drag his mama into this whole thing, that's a bad look on y'all. That's a bad look on Colorado overall. To the point where I'd rather see them get beat by 40 against Texas Tech, or I'd rather see them get beat by 30 against Nebraska, who they played this season, or I'd rather see them get beat to sleep by Utah. I'd rather see that than to see. I'd rather see that. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Cormani wanted to leave out of Florida, and you can see it. When you watch some of the clips and stuff like that. If it was on Well Off Media, and if he was on there, you could kind of see it in his body language. Like, I really don't want to be here. I really don't want to be here. I really feel like my people forced me up here because of the simple fact that that's Dion. He was the best corner. He was the best DB of all time, which I will give that to him. But can he develop? Can he develop me into an all conference defensive back? Jeremiah, boy, you going to timeout. You going to timeout. I know you bit that as a joke, but I know you ain't gonna do that to your kids like that. Do that to your kids, they'll put your ass in the damn nursing home. And but you know what though, Tonyo, I don't think even if he would have showed up in Jackson, if Prime would have stayed, I still think he would have felt some kind of way where he just did not feel wanted. Because I don't think it was that. I don't think it was where he was at. I think it was more of the people that was around him, who he was listening to. That's what I see. And you know, when I listen to this, you know, back to the spaces, when I listen to this Twitter space, and it's like grown ass men just screaming at him, like, for what? For what? What did you scream at? You had a prime opportunity. You had everything in your hand. I'm like, bruh, he's just a kid. He's just a kid. You know what I'm saying? And see, just by that alone, you see a lot of kids now. I think for now, right now, they have 14 kids in the transfer portal. If I'm be honest with you, then I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next thing. If I'm a kid, if I'm a parent and I want to know if my kid gonna be in the best hands and he's gonna get the best guidance, I'm and he's gonna be treated like family and get a chance to go out there and prove himself day in and day out on the field and in the classroom. Bring it to an HBCU. It don't matter if it's Jackson. It don't matter if it's Alcorn, if it's Valley. We ain't worried about fam. But Bethune, A&T, Central, South Carolina State, you know what I'm saying? PV, TSU, even Southern and Grambling. Don't matter. Tennessee State, come to us. We'll treat you like family, and you'll get uh you'll get the best experience in your life, and that's being at a HBCU. Instead of being called a number, you're gonna be called a name. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me find that clip. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me find that clip, y'all. You got something right there. Let me find that clip. Let me see if I can find it. There you go.
I just want them haters. I just want them haters to know this the first part of the double ass whooping y'all gonna get. Now this is what I want the haters. I want y'all to answer me this, because I done took names. And I done looked at you. I done looked at you on Jeff's show. I done looked at you on Scotty's show. I tune in just to hear y'all haters talk. Now tell me how the hell we gonna throw for 300 yards? We don't have Deion's son. How the hell we gonna put up 30 points and we just got a first year coach? How the hell we gonna lose 65 players and we gonna play that damn good? Y'all haters, tell me that. Tell me that. Tell me that, haters. I want every one of y'all haters to call in and answer every one of those questions.
That was a classic. That was a classic show right there, y'all. Oh, and I know I ain't done. That was a classic show right there. You know what? Let me see if I can find the other one. Because he went on, look, Uncle Willie went on a tangent. Because Uncle Willie went on the tangent, y'all.
Passes over 40 yards down the field. What the hell are you talking about? What you talking about, man? The MEAC is much more deep. Man, first of all, before I forget, see, this is the difference from having a coach than having a motivational speaker and paying his son.
I give you that.
It's a difference. Man, look, please, people. Y'all know damn well Deion couldn't coach. And see, I told you and Mr. Ford, the reason I told y'all the first time, the reason I believe that the SWAC, I believe they felt a little, I think it was some inside stuff going on. I really do believe that. And then Buddy Pugh job was up. I'm not saying that's the reason that Deion just can't coach, but he was out coached those two previous Celebration Bowls. And when people talking about the MEAC so much more physical, I knew that was bullshit. I know that the people in the SWAC, they were just happy about winning the SWAC. Deion was just happy about winning the SWAC. He didn't know nothing about the HBCU culture. He didn't care nothing about the Black National Championship. He wasn't thinking about that. You have to think outside the box to understand how these people think.
Right.
I knew you were gonna I knew they were gonna get the ass. You're gonna get a double ass whooping.
Now,
what that fool was talking about.
I'm gonna tell you.
No,
hold on. Let me tell you this, Uncle Willie. Don't get me wrong. I was kind of nervous this morning because it you know what I'm saying? This is why I say it put us in that same situation like when Deion took the team over, when he remade the whole roster for the fall season of 2021. Mm-hmm. We didn't know, but like I could say this. I knew how Shedeur was gonna be, but we didn't know how the whole team was gonna be 2 years ago. So in their last season, it's still roster turnover, and then I'm like, we don't know how it's gonna be now because Aubrey was left, and everybody else was gone or transferred or graduated, and then we got more people coming in, and I'm like, come on, we don't know. Like, I'm just telling.
Well, I know what you say. I know what you saying, Doc. But see, you got to look at the caliber players they were.
Yeah,
they wasn't no just run of the mill players. Just like she loves thee, keeps bringing up. These players were 4 and 5 fucking star players before they came to an HBCU. They dropped them down to 2 and 3 star. I'm looking at all this. I'm really paying attention to all this.
Yeah,
I'm paying attention. Seven McGee, unfortunately, he was a little banged up. He's the truth. These people that they got are the truth. They ain't no joke. All 3 of those quarterbacks. I like Phillip Short myself. All 3 of those quarterbacks. Look, man. I know people want to say the right thing, but I'm gonna say it again.
Yeah.
Shedeur was just he was better than the average SWAC quarterback. He was a good quarterback. I'm saying he's a pretty good quarterback. I think he would have progressed better if he had stayed. But he's not one of them boys at Tennessee. He's not one of them boys in the SEC. He ain't that. Y'all really need to understand this now. He's not that. He takes too long to make his decision. You seen how Jason Brown made his decision, how he started clicking, putting the ball on a dime every time.
Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna tell you like this. I think once Jason got through with that first drive, when he got on the sideline, when he came on for the second drive, I think he kind of settled himself down. I seen some jittery feet. I seen jittery feet in the game. The first half. But other than that, he settled down. He was just slanging it. Like he was slanging it.
See, now Jason Brown is not really a mobile quarterback. He's more of a pocket passer. But it seemed like Carolina blitzed every defensive down they had in that first half because they knew he was gonna throw. They either run blitz, they ran blitz, or they just straight out blitzed every down.
I was stopping y'all because oh my God. But you get the gist of it, right? Y'all get the gist of it. Y'all get the gist of it. But he couldn't coach. He can't coach. You know what I'm saying? He done got he basically came, he tried to be a motivational speaker. He tried to put his TD Jake hat, or his TD Jake shades on, thinking this is the Potter House. Nah, buddy, this is bigger than the Potter's house. This is Jackson State University. And then you try to do the same thing up in Colorado. Nah, you can't do that. You can't fool a fool again. You can't fool a fool again. Oh my goodness. That was a classic show right there. And I'm probably gonna start putting out some more classic stuff too. So I gotta go through the archive and try to put some stuff out in short. It'd be so much I can want to do. And so short of a time because I'm at work, and when I'm at work, I'm in work mode. So, and then when I get off, I'm just want to rest. But now, just listen to that. I'm just gonna go ahead. But other than that, y'all, Colorado fans, y'all some bitches for what y'all talking about with this boy right here. Leave him alone. If you want to leave your school, let him leave your school. You got other players to worry about. You running back just left. Alton McCaskill, he gone. Who else? Some other receivers and some other players that they'll probably get more playing time at a G5 school than at a P3. Because I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna put it just like this. It's only the big three. It's the SEC, it's the Big Ten, and it's I'm not even gonna say the ACC. It's the Big 12. That's the big three. It's supposed to be Power. I say Power 5. Power 5 is no more. Pac-12 is no more, right? It's the big three plus one. So my man want to go home. He want to leave out. He want to go home. He want to be close to home. He go play FIU. He go play FAU. He go play Miami. He go play Bethune-Cookman. He go to FAMU. He go to Florida Memorial. He could go to Edward Waters. He could come to Jackson. You know what I'm saying? He come anywhere in the SWAC. And we'll welcome him with open arms, y'all. But I don't spend so much time on that. Man, look, let me get to a commercial break, and then we'll be right back. We'll talk about portal hopping after this.
It's your boy, Doc Holliday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shout-outs, and members only live chats. And also, you can get birthday shout-outs on here. And remember, when you become a subscriber, you can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal, David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle, David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket.
All right, we back, y'all. All right, so look, for right now, we just gonna talk about the portal and just some more names, especially on the side of Jackson State. We had Isaiah Kendall, who is from Newport, Arkansas. He jumped into the portal. Also, Jaden Bossy, freshman, jumped in the portal. Of course, it started off on Sunday when we got an announcement from Batman Mitchell, Bruce Mitchell, 3-star DB coming out of Lone Star High School here, the DFW area. He jumped into the portal on, started off on Sunday. Also, of course, Philip Short jumped in a while back. You're gonna be looking at a lot of kids. That Noah Bouye, you're gonna be looking at a lot of kids, and this is just not on us, Jackson State. This is for pretty much everybody. If you recruited a high school kid and you sat them down and you developed them, but if they're being impatient, they're going to jump into that portal. Or you're going to get student athletes like what's going on at FAMU. Most of those kids are graduating. They're looking for something else to go to. They're going to jump in the portal. Gentle Hunt has a visit with Liberty University. Somebody put in on Twitter talking about why would he go to Liberty. Last time I checked, jackasses, Liberty went undefeated. It went to the Rose Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. Then wasn't that the same Liberty team? They went to the Rose Bowl. They was undefeated. Or was that not the Rose Bowl? I think it was the Fiesta Bowl. Let me take that back. The Fiesta Bowl. The Fiesta Bowl. They were undefeated. They played in a New Year's Six bowl game. What are you talking about? I mean, let that man go up to Liberty. Like, for real. I think who's the head coach up there? Jamie Chadwick. I think he know what he's doing. And if they like what Jenna brings as far as his talent as an inside defensive tackle, even though he's undersized, but he brings tenacity, he brings brute strength, he brings quick feet, he brings the knowledge of the game, and also he brings that he has an education, and he graduated from FAMU, from an HBCU. Let him go visit up to Liberty. And then let's face facts. Those players at FAMU, that some players came in before Coach Express went up to Boulder, they jumped into the portal again. Prime example, Rodney Hill. He came from Florida State. Ain't no but pretty much down the street around the corner. Came from Florida State. He pretty much was there because of Willie. Willie goes to Duke, and he decommits. I mean, he jumped back into the portal. Cozy becomes the head coach. Cozy talks him into coming back to FAMU. He comes back to FAMU. And guess what? He's jumped back into the portal. After that spring game, the spring games are the evaluations of what's about to come for the fall. So do not be upset. Do not be discouraged. Anthony Dunn, gone. He into the portal. I figured that out. He was gonna be gone. He was that good as an outside edge rush linebacker. He's that good. He's gone. He's in the portal. What up, CT? What up, Story? It is what it is. It is. I mean, like seriously, it is what it is, y'all. I'm not trying to be funny or anything like that. It is what it is. So when these kids get into that portal, all we need to do is tell them we appreciate you for what you did for us on the field. We appreciate you for what you did for us in the classroom at our institution. Go be great. We appreciate you. Go be great. What's up, Unc? What's up, man? Probably about maybe right now. I'm as my count. I think it's about 6 or 7. So it's not a big drastic turnover that you see right now, because that was last week was just week 1. I mean, this week was just week 1. You still got a whole another week next week before the portal actually closes on April the 30th. And you're right, Mr. Campbell. Some of these players, they want to play. They want to play on a bigger level, or they just want to play. Period. That's why you see. You might not see people. You might not see some of our players get G5 offers, or my bad. They'll get G5 offers, but they really won't get a big 3 offer. You won't see it, and here and there, like I said, when the um when the portal closes at the end of the month, you go into May. You got the May graduates. They'll make their decision if they're gonna stay or they're gonna go. And then you got, starting in June, you got your players, kids that signed in February, that's going to come in and basically try to compete for a job, a starter, contributor, you know what I'm saying, 2D, 3D, however it goes. They are going to be able to compete. And what I'm hearing, that especially at Jackson State, TC has the 60-40 rule. You're going to get 60% of your players from the portal and JUCO. Then you're going to get your other 40% from high school. And so we really did not, as far as with Jackson State business, we really didn't lose a lot. I felt like the one that kind of hurt a little bit the most is Batman Mitchell jumping in. And like I said, he might have his reasons why he wants to go somewhere else, right? Because I feel, in a sense, he was going to be a contributor when it came onto our defense. But just like you said, Mr. Campbell, the best players at all these schools are hitting the portal because all these players want to play at a higher level. Yes. Or they just either a high level or they want to play overall. But it's not a problem, because the same people that jumping in the portal is kids that's in the portal now that wants to come to replace them. They want to be developed. They want to be a part of a winning culture. So why not go jump in there and get those kids right there? Why, you know what I'm saying? Why not just jump and get those kids and coach them, train them up, develop them? And if you think about it, like I said, I said this before. I said this last year. HBCUs are the new JUCOs. FCS is the new JUCO. These folks know what's going on down here. They know what's going on in the FCS. And they go scout, and they'll wait their turn, and they'll convince these kids to jump in. So that's what that's what you see, that's what you're gonna get. And you got kids, like you said, Batman came in the spring of last year. Where he's supposed to still be in high school. He came in the spring of last year to get developed. He sat out, and he felt like in his mind and heart of hearts, he was ready to come on there and be a key contributor and start for the team. We felt otherwise. That's the nature of this game right there. We can't get mad at it. We can't get mad at the player wanting to leave. We can't get mad at the player wanting to leave. But the next thing we're gonna get into, man. Look, this is I'm about to start off with this, y'all. We are in our first full hour right now. It is my prediction. Now, I love my folks over at HBCU Nightly. Love them to death. Love them to death. They my dogs. Josh, that's my boy right there. But I'll be damned if I go hear somebody say that Alabama State, out of all schools, especially in the East, is going to win the SWAC and go into the Celebration Bowl. I laugh at the notion of that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I laughed at the notion of that. So, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and give out the schedule. And see, I'm going to do a prediction. I'm doing it for the East today. The West, I probably would do it on tomorrow afternoon before the evening show. So be on deck to have 2 shows tomorrow. All right, I'm going to just do it just like this. All right. So we're going to start. We're going to be in the SWAC. We're going to start on the East. I mean, dang. Y'all going to tell me. We're going to start with Alabama A&M. I'm going to go ahead and put this share the screen right here. And remember, everybody in the conference this year is playing 12 games. Everybody in the conference is going to play 12 games. All right. Now I've already did a little bit, but I'm gonna put in competition. Let's see who donated. Mr. Haynes, you got. Thank you for your donation. Why y'all put Mr. Haynes in timeout? Take him out of timeout, please. Please. But I appreciate his donation though, generously. But anyway, look, we just gonna let's run through this, y'all. If y'all can see it on them, let me put this on here. All right, I don't want that. Anyway, this is Alabama's A&M schedule, and appreciate the LD. So I'm gonna just put this right here on the screen, right here. Spotlight this schedule right here. This is Alabama A&M schedule, y'all. I'm gonna take this. Oh shoot. Let me take this banner off. Now, I never said BCU was going to win the East, but we're just going to go through this, y'all. Whitley. You good. All right. So, like I said, August 31st, that's Saturday, that's Labor Day right there, if I'm not mistaken. They go to Jordan Hare Stadium, they play Auburn. That's one loss. So now let's everybody keep up with the win losses between all the schools right here. So that's the first loss against Auburn. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna give them 20 points to score. I have them winning against Kentucky State, and this is the Louis Cruz Classic. And then the following week they have Fayetteville State. Now, initially I said Fayetteville State would win this game. Now I'm gonna fall back on it because this is why I found out that they are in rebuilding mode. So let's I'm gonna go ahead and give A&M the win against Fayetteville State. On the 21st, they play Austin Peay up in Clarksville, Tennessee. So I have them losing that game. I don't know how how much, but I have them losing that game. And then they go down to FAMU to play. Go to Bragg Memorial Stadium to play the FAMU Rattlers. Now, I might give FAMU the slight edge in this game, even though I want to see what they're going to do as far as coming for the offense. All right. And then the Gulf Coast Challenge. This is the last year for us in the Gulf Coast Challenge. Excuse me. They play Jackson State. So, right now, we have them 1, 2. I got them 2 and 3 before they go to come to Mobile. I have them losing to Jackson State, so that's 2 and 4, and then they have Bethune-Cookman coming in on October the 12th, and that's their homecoming. But I'm actually going to see them lose their homecoming. A&M will lose their homecoming. They will lose it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got Bama A&M at 2-5 before they played Bama State in the Magic City Classic. Bama State when Bama State plays in the Magic City Classic. Bama State has won the last 2 classics by a wide margin, and I don't see that changing no time soon. I don't see it changing no time soon. I see them. I see them as soon as the game is over with. Let me put myself on spotlight. As soon as this game over with, Magic City Classic, rest assured, AD Bryant is going to basically let go of Connor and Maynard. Probably why before he gets on the bus. I want to say. Because after that, I feel like enough is enough. Nobody talks about the spring season where you won your SWAC championship. Nobody's not talking about that. So therefore, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses, 2 and 6 right now. Then you got Southern coming in, and I feel like that's a toss-up game right there. It could go either way. So we're gonna revisit that game right back. You go to Pine Bluff. I give you the win against Pine Bluff. You have Grambling come to you. I feel like Grambling's going to take a dub against you in Huntsville. And that will bring you to 7 losses until we go back to that Southern game. And then the last game of the season is against Mississippi Valley. It'll be it. Now, from what I'm hearing, y'all, what I'm hearing, what's going on in Valley is they're getting the turf field. This is what I'm hearing, y'all. And because you're going up to Valley, and the last time they A&M played Valley in Itabena, Valley won the game. So, let's say I have you going, and I'm going back to the Southern game. I feel like you will beat Southern. I want to see what the interim head coach is going to do. You'll beat Southern. So, overall, I got Alabama A&M going 4-8. I got them going 4-8. But what I'm saying is, LD, they could go either way. Y'all could beat them in Huntsville, or they could come out there and squeak one because they ain't got to worry about Maynard no more. So they can either go 4-8 or 3-9. At that point, they're pretty much last place in the division. All right. So let's get to the next schedule. Let's get to All right. Let's get to Bethune-Cookman, because this one is this schedule is going to be very interesting. This schedule is very interesting to me because they start off with a gauntlet, y'all. They start off with a gauntlet. The first 3 games they start off with a gauntlet. So, August 31st, they go to Tampa, Florida to play South Florida over at Raymond James Stadium. I have them losing this game. Don't know how by much, but I do have them losing this game. All right, this first game of the season. I have them losing this game right here. The Mercer Bears, they'll be in Daytona. So you got Mercer coming down to Daytona to the beach. I think Mercer gets you by at least 10. Mercer beats you by 10. You go up to Kalamazoo to play Western Michigan at Waldo Stadium. So you're going to go to where Waldo Stadium. This will be by at least 30 points against Western Michigan. And then you come home to Daytona to play Clark Atlanta. Now, Clark Atlanta is in a rebuild mode. They're in a reload mode. This is what Coach Keaton tells me. But at the same time, I feel Bethune has too much going on. They've already went through the first 3-game gauntlet. I have them winning against Clark Atlanta. September the 28th against Alabama State. This is in Daytona again. Depending on the quarterback play for Bethune and who's the starting quarterback, I feel like they could get a leg up on Bama State. So I'm going to come back to this one in just a second. Now, so basically that is for right now they are 3-1. I mean 1-3. We'll go back to the Bama State game in a few. They got Alabama A&M in Huntsville. I have them beating. I already said I have them beating A&M. They go to Mississippi Valley. The last time Bethune went to Valley, that a damn near riot broke out after the game. So, and Bethune came in and pulled off. It's not even an upset, but they took a 10-point victory over Valley. It was 45-35. So this game was very competitive from the most part. I think some of the kids that was on that squad at the time, I feel like that they were slighted and they want their lick back, and I feel like they'll get it back. So right now they are 2-3 and going into the Valley game. I have Bethune winning this game, but by not a lot. I have them winning by at least 3. October the 26th, this is their homecoming day, scheduled Jackson State. Last time somebody scheduled us for their homecoming, y'all already know what happened. We'll play at Daytona Stadium, the high school stadium that's on the beach. Try to make sure we have enough for the band. I don't know if the band is going to go down there. But either way it goes, we're going to come back with a victory against Bethune. So that is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 losses right now. So I'm looking at 3-4 right now. November the 2nd, they invite Grambling to the beach. Depending on how the quarterback play is between Miles Crowley, I have Grambling eking this out by 10 points. So that's a 3-5 record. November the 9th, they go to Southern University down in Baton Rouge. This game, I do have Southern winning by at least 10 right here. So that brings Bethune-Cookman's record to 3-6 until we go back to the Bama State game. Texas Southern down at the Shell in Houston. I have them winning this game by a wide margin. So it's 4-6. And then the Florida Classic against FAMU. I think this is going to be the Bethune of old from the MEAC and what they was doing to FAMU before Willie got there is going to happen again. I have Bethune-Cookman defeating FAMU for the first time in 4 tries? 5-6. Now, let's go back to this Bama State game. This game is in Daytona. You will see, I want to see what Andrew Body does against Bethune's defense. I want to see if Coach Woody's going to name Walter Simmons the quarterback for Bethune. You know what? F it. I got Bethune by 7. I got Bethune by 7. That puts them at 6-6. Hey, better than what a lot of teams are right now. I would say Cam Ransom. So 6-6. So when the schedules are finalized fully, then that's when the schedules are finalized after media day, we'll go back and revisit the whole schedule. We'll revisit everybody's schedule. It's going to be a whole show on everybody's schedule on that day when I get back to Dallas. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. We got who else we got on the schedule right now? Let's go to let's go to Valley. Let's go to Valley schedule right now. And y'all don't like what you gonna see, but Valley got a first 5 games out the gate is gonna be it's crazy. First game of the season against Tennessee State. I got Tennessee State winning this game. They're playing in the hole in Nashville. Then they go to Beaumont. To play Lamar. Don't know what Lamar is looking like, so I kind of got to go back to them. To Lamar. They go up to Murray, Kentucky to play Murray State. That is a L against Murray State, so that we got them at 0-2. Then they go to Thibodaux. They go down to the boot South Louisiana, the Cajun country, to play Nicholls State. Depending on what Nicholls State looks like in the Southland Conference, I would have them losing against Nicholls State. Then their first home game is against Alcorn State. So in the newly renovated Rice-Titan Stadium, we're talking about new scoreboard and everything coming in. Field coming in. And I feel like I'm going to take an L. They'll take an L. So, first 5 games, I'm looking at 0-5. Week off, October the 5th, and then they'll go down to Montgomery to play Alabama State. I have Alabama State winning this game right here. Bethune-Cookman, which is their homecoming, like I said, I think I had Bethune-Cookman winning this game, but it can go either way because I feel like, in a sense, some of the kids that were still on the squad when they played Bethune in it have been the last time, they remember that damn fight that they had at the end of the game. It can go either way. I have them beating Pine Bluff in Pine Bluff, so that puts them at their first win. Prairie View is it either beating now? Prairie View has been, has been a house of horrors for Prairie View in the last couple of years. Even though last season Prairie View did get one up on Valley, they are going into Itabena. I feel like, in a sense, Prairie View takes an L against Valley in this game right here. They will take an L with Valley in this game. So I'm looking at Valley's record right now at 2-7. November the 9th, they come down to Jackson. At the vet. Easy dub for Jackson State. 2-8. FAMU, they go to FAMU, play at Brad Memorial Stadium. The last three games of this contest have been very competitive on both sides of the ball for Mississippi Valley and FAMU. But I feel like, in a sense, FAMU is going to one up on. They're going to one up on Valley. So that is, I think, that schedule right there. So that puts them at 2-9, and then last game of the season in Itabena against Alabama A&M. I have Valley winning against A&M, so that puts them at 3-9. It's 2 more wins than what they got last season, so it's always going to be a rebuild. It's a lesson learned for Valley. So 3-9, y'all. All right. 3-9. So that is Valley's record right there. I hope anybody's writing this down. Let me know if you're writing it down. So that way, when I come back to this show, when we come back again before the season, before fall camp starts, we can go back and revisit this, and you can tell me what was the record. So I got Valley at 3-9. I got Bethune at 6-6. I have Alabama A&M at 4-8. So now let's get into the big three in the East. So let's first start off with FAMU. They are the defending HBCU national champions. But as we all know, when you get on top, no pun intended, is always a hard fall to the bottom. So, August the 24th, they got the MEAC SWAC Challenge in Atlanta against Norfolk State. This is an old MEAC game, y'all. So, I'm going to be on the edge because I'm hearing things what Dawson Odoms, a.k.a. Big Worm, is doing in the 757. Mr. Campbell, he all right. He talking big noise, y'all. Mr. Campbell over here talking big noise. Y'all see what he said. Just let y'all know, for the folks in the chat, y'all see what he said. And he said what he said. So in this game, I got FAMU by a field goal in this game. I got FAMU by a field goal in this game right here. Because it's going to depend To me, it's going to depend on who's the quarterback for FAMU. Who's the quarterback for FAMU? That's all it's going to depend on. They losing a lot of key pieces on offense. But the main question is who's going to be the quarterback for FAMU. So I would give FAMU the edge against Norfolk by 3. Saturday, August the 31st, South Carolina State comes to Bragg Memorial. Now, the last time FAMU has lost at home was to a Buddy Pugh coached South Carolina State. Now, the mailman say he run on Saturday on the 31st. He say, what up, though? What up, though? I have South Carolina State breaking the home win streak against FAMU in this game. And it will be by at least 7. It'll be by at least 7 points. So I got them at 1-1. Then they go down September the 7th. They go down to Coral Gables, Miami Gardens, whatever you want to call it, to play the U. It ain't the U no more. It's the if Cristobal don't get it right. And I got the U putting up at least 40 on FAMU in this game. Week off after that, and then they go to Troy, Alabama to play the Trojans. I have them with an L in this game right here. So we got them at 1. I got them at 1-3. Now, this is the game where it's going to come down to. So here is the 3-game, that 3-game stretch I'm telling y'all about for FAMU. Alabama A&M. I have FAMU winning that game right there. I have them winning that game. So that is 2-3 right now. At Alabama State, that's October the 5th. I think that is Bama State's homecoming right there, if I'm not mistaken. Depends on how the QBs play. Alabama, this is a tricky one because we've seen the last couple of years what FAMU and Bama State have done, and we've seen, what last year, if they didn't put Demetrius Davis in the game, if they kept Damon Stewart in the whole game the whole time, and if they were able to convert in the red zone, the times they were in the red zone, I feel like Bama State would have won the game. But of course, whatever they call their defense, the dark cloudy day defense, whatever you want to call it for FAMU, they came in and they did what they're supposed to do. All right. But this ain't the same defense that you're going to see on the field coming up. Most of those players, most of those all SWAC players on the defense, they jump in that portal. So you're going to have a whole new defense. And you can't tell me, Mr. Campbell, y'all ain't going to have no whole new defense. Because you are. You are. The year before that, you was in Bama State. A blocked field goal put you in the position to win. That game was ugly from the beginning to the end. You came out with the dub, all right? The year before that, FAMU ran through Alabama State. And this is the 4th year that FAMU is going to be in the conference, right? So last season, 23, you won in Bragg. The year before that, you was at Montgomery. You won on a blocked field goal. The year before that, that was 21. So 3 years, 21. You ran through Bama State. They didn't know what to do. I give a slight edge right here to FAMU. I give the slight edge. I'm what I'm saying. I'm giving y'all the slight edge to y'all. So I give y'all the win against Alabama State. Got another week off. And then it's showtime. Now, I wish this game was a night game. I wish this game was a night game, y'all. I'm put myself in the spotlight. October the 19th at the Vet in Jackson, Mississippi. I wish this game was a night game. It would bring all the pageantry. It would bring all the everybody would come out. Everybody would be out. And I want those folks from Tallahassee to make that 5.5 hour drive from the Panhandle to Jackson, Mississippi. We're gonna make sure that you get treated well. But you're gonna come out with this L. And this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. LD said, pack the Vet. And this is coming from a Southern dude. He know what the deal is. He know what the deal is. My man say he gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. My mama gonna be there. Hell, if my granny was still alive, she'll be there. Look, that would be a great game, y'all. I'm telling you. Even though, fam, you're gonna come out limping, it's gonna be a great game. So I got, let's see. I got 1, 2, 3. So that 3, let's see, that 3 and 3. So they 500 right now. So they lose to Jackson State. So they're 3 and 4. Southern come to town, October the 26th. They go to Bragg. That means Southern go to Bragg. Last time Southern played FAMU, that game was decided by a touchdown. Oh, hey, Mr. Campbell, hey, don't forget about me because I'm gonna be there. Appetite ready. As long as you have me some chicken because I don't eat fish. Appetite ready. I'll be there. I'm gonna be tailgating with y'all. I'm gonna be tailgating. Hey, anyway, Southern comes to town. Last season they won. FAMU won the game by a touchdown. It was an ugly game. Don't know what this Southern team is gonna be like. I don't know what this game is gonna be like. Let's hold off on this one right here. All right. They got homecoming against Texas Southern. Third Ward Tigers come down. New head coach with Chris Dishman. He gonna take this L on November the 2nd. So that puts FAMU at 4 and 5. Prairie View. Now, this is interesting because now you go to Prairie View, Texas instead of Prairie View coming to you. Gonna see how that drive is gonna be. Or, I mean, of course you're gonna fly. You're gonna fly into Houston, into not George Bush, but into Hobby. And you're gonna make that 65-mile drive to Prairie View. Cause you're gonna be in the sticks, my boys. And I feel like Prairie View is gonna remember what y'all did to them the last 2 times y'all played them. First time you played them for your homecoming last season. Second time was SWAC championship game. I have FAMU winning this game, but not by a lot. It'll be by at least 10 points. So we got, how many wins is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got 5 wins. You got Valley coming into you November the 16th down in Bragg. I have you winning against Valley, so I got you 6-4, and then Bethune-Cookman. I actually have y'all losing this game against Bethune. I already said it. I have y'all losing the game against Bethune. And then with the Southern game, I think Southern is going to have enough in them offensively and defensively to get back at y'all. So FAMU will end the season at 6-6. With a first-year head coach. Not that bad. Not that bad, but you're not repeating for a SWAC championship. No. No. So, let's get to it. FAMU ends the season at 6-6. Once the rosters, like I said, once the rosters are finalized, we go back to it and we'll revisit both divisions and everybody else. All right. So we're gonna do the West tomorrow afternoon, and then after that we got Dr. Kanisha coming on. So before we do all that, let's take one final commercial break and be right back.
It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shout outs, and members only live chats. And also you can get birthday shout outs on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket.
We back again. So let's go ahead and get to Alabama State's schedule. Because I got some issues with this one, right? All right. So, sorry about that. So this is Alabama State's schedule right here. And also make sure you pledge to the Drive to 205 initiative. Like I said, this is for the SWAC Media Day and let you know what I'm doing. It's already lined up for that. transportation, lodging, and fuel and food. So that is what we are doing the initiative. Again, thank you to Miss Tyra for the $20 super chat, and also to Mr. Russell for the $5 donation. We are still going. We are we have raised a little bit over $100, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. The goal is 1,000, so we have plenty of time to do that at this time. At this time. So let's go ahead and keep rolling in the donations for to get your boy to Birmingham. All right. So other than that, y'all, we are towards the end of the schedule breakdown, early schedule breakdown. So we got Alabama State's football schedule, y'all. And they saying that in a sense that they gonna take the SWAC. They're gonna take the East. They're gonna represent us in the Celebration Bowl in the SWAC championship game. And they said they're gonna go to the Celebration Bowl. Because that's everybody's goal in the SWAC, y'all. But at the same time, everybody can't come along for the ride. Uncle said, you said vote Jasmine. You said vote Jasmine Crockett. Man. I gotta see that. I gotta see that. I gotta see that, Uncle said. What? Man, I love her being my congresswoman. I don't care anybody say. Jasmine Crockett is she. If she was running for president, she got all my vote. Every Democratic stronghold in the state of Texas would vote for that woman right there. But at the same time, let's finish up with these schedules, man. Look, we got Alabama State scheduled. Now, like I said, when the rosters are finalized and everything, we gonna go back to it. We'll go back to it. We'll go back to it. All right? We'll go back to it. So this is just a preliminary. So we got Alabama State taking on North Carolina Central in the Orange Blossom Classic. So these are the new teams for that classic. This is going to be September the 1st on a Sunday at 2 p.m. So they got the afternoon slot. And that game should be on ABC. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to see how Andrew Body does when the spotlight is on him. See, he didn't really have that when he was at Texas Southern, but now you at Alabama State, and now you playing in the Orange Block, OBC, where the spotlight it's a 2 p.m. game. It's either ABC or ESPN. 2 p.m. game. And guess what? All eyes are on you to see if you can lead this team to the promised land. All right? But for this game right here, I think you're going the lights are going to be just a little bit too bright for you. And I got North Carolina Central coming out with a dub in this game by at least 7 points. 7 points. 7 points. I'll give y'all that. I'll give y'all that. All right. Next game on the list. You got Miles College coming to Bama State. Of course, last season was, do I call it a fluke? I don't call it a fluke. I call it Miles went in, took your money and your honey and started laughing at you and said it was funny. I don't have them coming out doing that again. So I would give y'all the edge against Miles in that game. Now, you go up the road. You go up the road to Sanford. I have you losing to Sanford, and then you have a week off on the 21st of September. Then on September the 28th, you'll go down to Daytona to play Bethune-Cookman. I have you winning this game. I have Bama State winning this game, so we have it is 2-2. That's your record. Now, homecoming, which is I don't know, that's an early homecoming for everybody. October the 5th against FAMU. Now, here's the tricky part. I just said the last 3 years Bama State has played FAMU. Bama State has came up short. Bama State has came up short. First year FAMU gets in, Miles Crawley was, I don't even think Miles was even the quarterback. I think he was. You beat him. The next season, blocked field goal in Montgomery. The game was ugly. You beat them. Last season, down at the highest of the 7 humps, you beat them. And now for homecoming, I don't think it changed. I do not think it changed. Because to be honest with you, FAMU is going to bring that crowd. That's what a 2.5 hour drive from Tallahassee to Montgomery. They're going to bring that crowd. Band is going to come. And on the real, I do not see y'all winning this game. Y'all lose your homecoming to FAMU. Lose it to FAMU. So that is, let's say, got 1, 2, 3 losses to 2 and 3. Valley comes into Montgomery the next week. You beat Valley. So you back at 500, 3 and 3. You got your week off again. And then October the 26th, you got the Bulldogs and A&M at the Magic City Classic. I already said you will beat Alabama A&M, and y'all will make Paul Bryant fire Maynard before he jump on that bus. So I'll give you 3 and 3. So that's 3 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 3 and 3, 4 and 3. Port City Classic, down in Mobile. You got Alcorn. I see you winning this game against Alcorn by 10. November the 9th, you go to the hole at Grambling. So you got your former QB that you're going to see in Miles Crawley with your newest QB with Andrew Body. And let's just say if Andrew Body holds up, because I'm not trying to be a jinx, anything like that. He has been injury prone the last 2 years. Got to remember that. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're 4 and 3. Give you the win against Grambling. It's going to be a tough win. It's going to be a tough game right there. But I give you the win against Grambling. 5 and 3. 5 and 3. So you got wins against Grambling, Alcorn, A&M, Valley, Bethune. Oh, I did say Bethune. And Miles. So that's 6. So you got 6 wins against 3 losses. You got Jackson State coming into Alabama, to Montgomery. I give Jackson State an edge in that game. We remember what happened to us in our homecoming last season, so we're going to take all that pain and frustration and take it out on the big Bama State. It is what it is. You got Prairie View coming into Alabama also. Last season, they went down to Prairie View. They didn't think that Prairie View was going to let up, and Prairie View lit them up for, I don't know how many points it was. I think in the Prairie View won that game. In fact, Prairie View won that game. Now, I don't see what Prairie View's going to do in this game right here. So I got Alabama State with the dub in this game. And the Turkey Day Classic, of course, I got Tuskegee losing the game against against Bama State. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 wins for Alabama State, 8-4, which is still much more improved from last season. It's much more improved from last season. But does that give them the opportunity to either play in a SWAC championship game or even host a SWAC championship game? I don't know. Don't know. We'll go back to this, Blue. Because maybe I could go, you could go with him, you could go 7-5, you go 8-4. I would say if FAMU can get the offense going, they can go 8-4. I don't see it winning 9 games. I don't see it winning 10 games. I'm just saying. I don't. Last but not least, we got Jackson State. All right. So, first game of the season is against University of Louisiana Monroe. This game was supposed to be on a Saturday. They moved it to a Thursday, which is a 7 p.m. time slot. And they figured that people from Jackson ain't going to travel to Monroe. But you got to be at your rabbit-ass mind to not think that folks from Jackson, from the state of Mississippi, ain't going to travel to Monroe. That is an hour and 20-minute drive from Jackson to North Monroe, Louisiana. Don't play with us like that. We will take over your whole stadium if we wanted to. So, last time Jackson State played the Warhawks from Louisiana Monroe, it was a 12-7 contest. That was in 2021. Shador's first year in Jackson. If it wasn't for James Houston getting ejected because of targeting, this game would have went a whole different direction. This game would have been a whole nother direction. If they, I understand. What's that, Sunbelt? I understand. But if they figure we ain't going to travel, we going to travel. Y'all know that. But anyway, ULM, they got a lot of JUCO transfers, Mississippi JUCO transfers. on their squad. I think they got up to like 24, 25. What is their quarterback play going to be like? What is their offense, their defense going to be like? Because I promise you, if we go into this game focused, laser focused, no distractions, got a QB1 coming in, I feel like we will be able to win this game. We'll be able to win this game. So let's go. Let's hold off on the first game. So now we're going to the second game. We play Lane College. This is the WC Gordon Classic. Tell the Preds we wear all red for this classic right here. So we got Lane College. We'll defeat Lane College. On to the next. We got the Boombox Classic. Now remember, this game was supposed to take place. We supposed to be in Memphis at this time. But since we're not, we got Southern University. So this was supposed to be the SWAC Classic. Y'all already know we're not going to go down that road right there. Jackson State against Southern in the last 3 years, since 21, the fall of 21. 21, dub. 22, 2 dubs. 23, dub. I don't see anything changing from this. 24, dub. So that's 2 wins right there. We'll take the dub against Southern University. Not the Adrian Crook Classic. Please don't spawn that dude up. I do not need no more short bus shorties on my page, y'all. September the 21st, we go to the hole in Grambling. Last time we played Grambling in Grambling, we won that game by 3. Look for it to and the last time we beat Grambling overall in 22, which was a 42-point blowout in the heat in Jackson. I see nothing changing right here. I see nothing changing right here. So that's 3 wins right there. Now, that ULM win, the ULM game, I could say, let's say they get the best of us. Let's say they get the best of us. Not by a lot, but let's say they get the best of us. So that's 3-1 right there. We go down to Houston, which I will be in Houston, September the 28th at the Shell. That's another dub. So 4 games right there. That's 4 games, 4 wins. October the 5th, Gulf Coast Challenge. I already said Jackson State wins against Manor, and he is 1 step closer of losing his job. October the 12th, we had the off week, and then October the 19th, like I said, this game needs to be in the night. This game needs to be a night game. This game needs to be a night game. Hey, Mr. Campbell, I'm sorry to say this. The president don't control none what these dudes do. If we win that game, guess who look good up there because we won the game? Other than the athletes on the field and the coach, your ass, your dumb ass, because you want to talk about let's focus on the blue and white. That's cool. The accents are red. Nah, we're going to be all red out in that game. I don't care what anybody say. He can kiss my ass. Again, like I said, this game right here needs to be a night game. We already know what happened last season, 28-10. We shut them out in the second half. First half, missed tackles. Special teams pretty much did us in. Strong running play against that FAMU brought in. I feel like because we have, we have a new defensive coordinator, even though he's a familiar face, but he just elevated his title from co-defensive coordinator / DB coach to actually defensive coordinator / still DB coach will be Terrizzo Quinn. You're going to see a new front as far as when it comes to the defense for Jackson State. Not too much of the 33 stack defense that you saw last season with Bradley as our defensive coordinator. So you're going to see more attacking from the linebacker spots. You're going to see more blitzes coming in from the safety position. You're going to see more stunts and everything that you see on the defensive line. And also, we still have the defensive line presence in the room. We're going to have more speed come off the edge of the D-line with Alan Walker coming off one side. And I think Josh Nobles, that came from Western Michigan, is going to be a dog on the other side. Devontae or Jeremiah, wherever you put them at, you can flip-flop them boys on the end, on the rush ends, and hope they can get to the quarterback. We're going to see more bend. You're going to see more of a bull rush. You're going to see you doing more finesse moves as far as on the defensive line. So be ready for that, y'all. Be ready for that. And you're going to see more tenacity with this defense. Offensive-wise, of course, we're going to have our quarterback. You're going to have our quarterback in Jacobian. Offensive line looks very, very, very promising for us. Wide receivers, don't get wrong, we did lose a couple of wide receivers, but they was young. They were young. Like two, 3 wide receivers. But you still got Fabian McClain coming back. You have Rico Powers, who is on a whole nother level now with his way of thinking. He is coming back. You can say we lost Seven McGee, but Seven McGee lost himself. I'm just going to say it just like that. You still got Kobe Paul, who is one of my favorite wideouts out there. We are going to be stacked on the wideouts. And, of course, nothing don't start until we give Mr. Mulligan the damn ball, in the words of my boy First Letter. All right. So this game right here, like I said, I have FAMU losing this game against Jackson. So that is, let's say that we start off at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-1. All right. 6-1. All right. So now we got Bethune-Cookman for their homecoming, and y'all know last time we ain't gotta remind you. Dub against Bethune-Cookman. Pine Bluff is our homecoming. Win. Valley after that, win. Bama State, this is the one that's going to be tricky right here. So let's just say it's tricky. Let's irritated me to my core. What is going on? Sorry about that. This game irritated me to my core. All right, we back. It could go either way with this game. It go either way with this game, because really, I'll be honest with you, this is a game that's gonna, to me, I feel like this would be the game that would determine the SWAC East. This would be the game that to me, I feel like will decide the SWAC East, and then against Alcorn in Lorman, Mississippi, which is a tough place to play. I'm not going to be honest. I'm not going to say that we'll blow the team out, but this will be a competitive, hard-fought defensive game. You got a new coach coming in with Cedric Thomas, who's been around the ballpark a couple of times. Last notably, he was he was the head coach at Arkansas Pine Bluff, and getting them back on the winning track. Let's just say with this game right there, we get Alcorn this game right here. We'll win the GSPN Classic, or we win the game. Let's just say the Bama State game we lose. Most likely we'll still win this. We'll still win the division. I got Jackson State going to the SWAC championship game to represent the East. Let's just say we go 10-2. Let's say we go 10-2. Our only losses against Alabama State. Alcorn give us a tough matchup always. Always. They give us a tough matchup. Because last season, that game could have went either way. What up, G? The game could have went either way. But at the same time, man, look, yes, I could be a homer. Doesn't matter. Because everybody, you can make your own predictions. You can make your own predictions, whatever you want to do. If you got your own show, you can do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. I made my prediction, and I'm gonna stick to it until the rest of the rosters gets finalized, and we'll see what we got. I'll see what everybody got. So this is just early. Remember, it's April the 18th. It's April the 18th. It's 4 days into the second part, until the first week of the transfer portal. It'll be good. It'll be good. Man, I get 40 steps going up the stairs into my apartment. I stay on the third floor. We got 113 watching between YouTube and Twitter. Make sure y'all like the stream. Make sure you go and tell somebody about the show. But other than that, y'all, I did say it was going to be last commercial, but last commercial for sure. Be right back.
Yo, it's your boy Doc Holiday with HBCU Overdrive. And I am proud to sponsor Merch Sports. Check out his new line of collection, the Black College Football Fan Club collection. It's basically designed to show support and give respect to the rich history and tradition of black college football. And as you already know, the best college players had to play at HBCUs before integration. So go ahead and check it out over at shopmerchsports.com. Merch Sports. Merch for the sports enthusiasts.
We are back as always. Let me just do this right here. Let me just put this up right here. Stadium competition Ruckus. But before we do that, y'all, I'm going to put something up right here. Be right back. Let me share this as always. But guess what? We just won the stadium poll. As y'all know, we are the champs. We are the champions of the stadium competition, man. Look, I just want to give a shout out first and foremost to my guy campus, college football campus tour, who actually, CFB campus tour, who actually put on for this stadium competition right here, which was very, to me, it was very interesting. It's very fun. We talk about a man who has gone to almost every FBS stadium, and he is on pace to try to go to every FCS stadium. Um, we took the final round against Idaho, 56 to 44, 56% to 44%. Uh, Shout out to University of Idaho and the Kibby Dome. Look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all this. When I was younger, I did go to the Kibby Dome. I did go to Moscow, Idaho. I used to work when I worked for Greyhound. I took a bus up there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't flying because I don't like flying. I don't like heights like that. I want to be in control of what I got. But at the same time, I went up to Moscow. I caught a football game up there, and that was actually interesting. You know, this is before they made repairs to their dome, to their the football stadium, and with all the amenities that they added into it now. But like I said, shout out to them for being a gracious uh, uh, competition for everybody. I just wouldn't think the Kibby Dome would be in the final. I would have thought like Montana and Montana State would be in the actual final, but they was in the semifinals of this of this competition. But we, uh, he does this, to ask about, to gain kind of a clarity to traction and stuff like that for our FCS stadiums. All right. So my man has been to 78 out of 128 FCS games. So he is 50 games away of reaching his goal. Now, um, so college football campus tour. He says your best FCS stadium invitational. Your 2024 champion is the Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium. Shout out to us, y'all. Shout out to us. Shout out to black folks in Mississippi. So the Vet beat Eastern Kentucky, Princeton, uh, Bama State, Montana, and Idaho on its way to victory. An incredible run led by Tiger fans who flooded the ballot box in every round. Congrats to JSU. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. But, you know, we went up against our own in the SWAC, Alabama State. And of course, I love their stadium, you know what I'm saying, even though it was built in 2012. Now, you would have said something about the Crampton Bowl, it'd have been a whole different story. But to have, to go up against Alabama State, whose stadium it's 2024, so it's only 12 years old, but it still looks, fairly new. compared to the nostalgia and the fan base that we have at Jackson State, and both fan bases. Shout out to both of us for being a good sport. Now, this is what I don't like. All right, some dumbass, some jackass from Montana State, and the only Montana I recognize is French Montana. Huh? He gets on here and he basically goes at it with everybody who has HBCU in their title. He went to a HBCU. So what he started doing, he started being a douchebag. And no, it was, so Jay, he was Montana, he represents Montana State, but he was talking about for Montana. And first of all, why are you even repping for the ops? Cause that's who you are. That yo Montana State. You represent Montana State. Montana is your ops. Why are you even caping for them? Y'all don't even like each other like that. So, Mr. Jeff Unger, that's your name. You work in RV sales. Somebody give me info so I can pull up his where he worked at, because this is not the words should not be used for Montana State to represent Montana State University. You know what I'm saying? It's not the words that represent the University of Montana. Or it's not the words that represent any other school that was involved in this competition. Because, see, you started saying that we were being, we were hating. Like, we were hating. Like, what we hating on Montana for? What we hating on Montana State for? Like, do we even care about y'all? Like, somebody, under the comment we led yesterday with the Idaho thing, it was somebody who's like, look, I love both stadiums. I want to see us play a home and home. You know what I'm saying? I want to see us play a home and home. Now, I ain't gonna say a whole fan base is going to travel up to Moscow, Idaho, for a game against University of Idaho, the Vandals. But you can send the band up there in the dome, and we'll blow the roof off the dome, literally. And that's something that I looked at it. I was like, man, look, I like the way you do business, because you ain't on that bull. You weren't on that. They ain't nobody. You weren't on that racism stuff, man. So I salute to you. I'm like, look, y'all want to play against us? Hey, fine. Cut your check. But you're gonna have to come to the vet first. I say the competition winner of this, you come to the vet first, and then we come to your place. And you see how both fan bases get down. Look, Jeff Unger, hey, go dox your mama. But at the same time, I'm not worried about it, because look, hey, they should have never gave us camera phones. They should have never gave us a thing to screenshot. We, y'all know what we do. We black people, we keep receipts. Blue, he honorary. He keeps receipts. We keep all of our receipts. We take pictures of stuff. It's screenshot. It's called screenshot. So we can send this if you got where he works at, who who represents him, who sponsors him and stuff like that. All those screenshots you took of him, of those words that he said, y'all go send them to his, go send it to his place of employment. Go send it to his sponsors and let them know this is who they sponsor. This is who somebody representing. We know how to get back. Just because you block us, I got blocked. I ain't said nothing to him. I ain't saying nothing to him. But we get back at you. And our get back is 100 times worse than what you would think that you said to us yesterday. Man went on a whole tangent because he felt like that Jackson State don't deserve to be in the same remnants. He felt like we don't play in a real championship game. He felt like this. He felt like that. Okay, well, we gonna feel like you don't need to have a job. Oh, and you was in the United States Army or Marine, wherever you was in some branch of military, right? It goes, oh, let's go send that to the United States military. What you talking about? What you saying? You be living in the woods. The only thing you be hunting is moose. Make sure a grizzly bear don't get you. Pun intended. All right. I mean, so much hate for HBCU state, just so much hate for HBCUs, dude. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make no sense. Like I said, that one guy from Idaho, he's like, look, I want to see us schedule a home and home. See who the best team is. And see who got the best stadium atmosphere. That's how you market. That's how you get people to come. That's how you prove who is the better. Mano y mano. And he did it in a respectful way. But I'm just saying. And then you're gonna show your guns and stuff like that. And then you got sexual predators on your page, and Diddy and R. Kelly. And the next thing, I'm like, you got all these folks on there. Like, you got my girl Ty, you got Quay on there. Why you got Trey Day and the good lawyer. Dr. For one, they got Dr. Kanisha on one of them, and I'm like, dude, you are so pressed. Like, dude, you are pressed to the point where you need help. The strongest weed ain't gonna help you get over that. Like, seriously. Just makes no sense. Makes no sense. But anyway, y'all. Look, it was a healthy competition. I loved it. We need more things like that from my guy from CFB Campus Tour. I love what he did. Got the engagement going. Got dialogue going, and hopefully we can continue doing something like that for the next year and the year after that. So if you got those screenshots, go send it to his place of employment. Send it to the military branch that he serves or he used to serve. Send it to wherever who gets sponsored from. Because I was like, you had the picture you talking about, you fuck around and find out. You gonna fuck around and find out what the power of black people can do. And I'm just putting it out there, partner. But as always, y'all, we had a great show. Like I said, tomorrow, part 2, my SWAC prediction is tomorrow. The West will be predicted for us tomorrow afternoon. That show will be at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then tomorrow night, we are going to have Dr. Kanisha Hall. Y'all know the good HBCU resident doctor for us. Dr. Kanisha is going to be on the show, also with her colleague Dr. Tiffany. We're going to talk about health in the Black community. It needs to be said. It needs to be talked about. Everybody needs to join. Everybody needs to be on that show tomorrow. In fact, we'll start that show at 7 o'clock tomorrow. We're not talking about sports tomorrow night with Dr. Kanisha, even though she's an avid sports fan. We talking about black health in the Black community, so we can live a longer and prosperous life. So make sure y'all don't miss out on this. It will be simulcast on both Twitter and YouTube. And if I want to get it done on Facebook, it'll be broadcast on Facebook also. Put it in one of the groups so we can all sit here and talk. We're not talking about no sports tomorrow night at 7. We're talking about Black health tomorrow night. All right. So we have 107 people in here from Twitter and on YouTube. Make sure that you like the stream, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Remember, we still got we kind of got a ways to go, but I will go ahead and get the graphics. So for this, the Drive to 205 initiative, we are still going to continue that all the way up until we're going to end it at the end of June. All right, end of June. So by the time July comes, we are going to be locked and loaded and headed to Beham, all right, for SWAC Media Day. So make sure you support this initiative and you see what the money is being collected for, so that way I get down there and back and give you all the content, all the interviews, everybody be there. I might interview more podcasters too. Pick their brains, see what they all about, see what they got going on, stuff like that. But make sure y'all go ahead and get that going. In other words, man, look, this has been HBCU Tonight, the midday edition. I'm your boy Doc Holiday. This has been powered by HBCU Overdrive. Make sure that you like the comment. Make sure you like the stream. Comment, share with everybody, and most of all, subscribe to the channel. You become an Overdrive family member, hit the join button. Only $4.99. Not breaking the pockets on this one. And we're going, like I said, we're getting the merchandise set up. So make sure once it gets going, once I get that coming in, I make sure we get it all set up and we get the merchandise going. All right. But as always, man, y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe, stay dangerous, hug your loved ones. We back on this thing tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. Jay, make sure we 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna send you 2 stream links. We'll take care of that. But from here at HBCU Overdrive, we are out. Peace.
It's your boy Doc Holiday.